is the Dublin Special Master.
Live and direct.
Breakfast with CubCamTV.
Trickstar Radio.
Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to Trickstar Radio. Just gone 3 minutes past 9 here on Breakfast with Kovu. Once again, we're back inside for the interview hour, the section of the show where we continue to explore interviews and conversations with different artists from around the UK and beyond, looking into their musical history, their background, and the flavours they are bringing today. We're getting into a conversation with someone whose music we have played on the show before, someone whose music intrigues me more than anything else, which is why I'm so excited for this conversation. Abel Miller's on the line with us this morning. How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. Thank you for the introduction. I'm blessed today, man. I'm blessed. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm great, bro. I'm great. We're in this temporary new studio. It's a lot colder than the old one, so I'm actually able to wear a hoodie when I'm talking. It's great. I'm feeling very, very comfortable this morning. But yeah, it's great to get you on the line. Thanks for joining us this morning. There's loads of stuff for us to get into. But before we dive more into the sort of specifics of what you're doing at the moment, let's get a bit of background. Let's get a bit of history, because obviously with this show, we get a lot of people from a lot of different areas of music getting involved. Talk to me about yourself and your sort of first introduction to the music making process and becoming who you are today.
Wow. Okay, so we're taking it back from the beginning. All right, cool.
All the way back from the beginning, bro. We start off big on this show.
Let's go, man. I've grown up singing, really. That's what I've kind of known all my life. And from about 6 years old, 5 years old, I've had a guitar in my hand, playing, just always around music, through my family mainly as well, and through going through church from when I was younger. So I kind of transitioned into school, singing in school as well, and in the school choir and bits like that. So it's always been a core part of myself, music. So as I got older, it was kind of inevitable what I kind of wanted to do. It's not to say it's always easy, but it's something that I've always kind of just been drawn to. So as I got to about, I'd say 18, I decided to start putting out music properly. Started just dropping on YouTube by myself, and just connected with a few local people just who make music also. And yeah, I was just releasing a lot, and then it got to a point where I got into a management situation, and things started to pick up. And we're talking 2012 at this point. So yeah, this is about, obviously 9 years ago, 8-9 years ago, when I first started to put out music, shoot visuals, and yeah, it's just been a journey. My lane has really been R&B. A lot of the time, that's where I've always kind of been drawn to singing R&B. So that's been my lane. And from there, I've released multiple EPs. Not singles as much. It's been more projects that I've been releasing. So I've now got to a point where I just want to take it a bit slower and just put out singles and just kind of see how it goes. So that's just been the journey, really.
Amazing,
from
man.
2012 to here, just always kind of releasing. And obviously I had a few setbacks in terms of not releasing for about a year. And you know, when life literally just takes over, I just took a step back, and I'd say 2015, 2016 just took a step back, and now I'm here again.
Amazing,
releasing music again, and yeah, I'm here now.
Well, the thing with the journey is I feel often what makes the artist. And obviously there you've spoken about being drawn towards R&B as your kind of like primary area. Why do you feel that is? Were there certain people you were listening to that drew you towards it, or is it just something you've just naturally found yourself affiliated with?
Yeah, I think it's a case of I naturally was listening to that anyway, but I listened to a lot of music, but I was drawn to that sound. In terms of singing vocally, I kind of found my lane in terms of from the gospel as well, and it was quite similar, the chords and everything. So singing R&B has always kind of been a core part of me. From Boyz II Men's album early, even the early Usher albums, I've always been playing, and I always used to sing along, and I just always caught a vibe from that. So when it came to creating my music, that was the first thing that I was always drawn to, and it's always been that, man. Yeah, that's really it. The other music, reggae, we'll talk about that also as well. But that's been a big influence in my life also. I'm from Jamaican heritage as well, so I've always heard reggae, and I've always wanted to do that also. So yeah, I've just fused the two. So yeah.
It ends up in quite a nice direction, I feel, and it does lead us on quite nicely to talking about obviously what you're in the process of doing now, talking about the here and now music-wise. Obviously, we've spoken a bit about there being a lot of projects in the past, but now focusing a lot more on singles, and I feel this next one is a very good one for us to focus in on. Obviously, Forevermore, it's a great tune. It's a tune we've actually run on the show numerous times. Talk to me about how this one came together. Talk to me about how this one came together primarily, the sort of the structure of the tune and how this one has been sort of influenced more than anything else.
Yes, shout out Ariwa Records and Ija also. This record came about from me being in the studio with a friend, Ija. He's actually local to me also, and we was just sitting down and going over reggae vibes and just listening to the bass lines and songs that he's had from Ariwa also. And I naturally literally just started writing melodies straight away as soon as I heard the instrumental, and I just literally was drawn to it. And I thought the conversation was really just be yourself on the record, and if you do R&B, don't try and do anything else really. So try and bring that onto a reggae record, and that was the process of thinking on making the record. So it was just trying to keep it myself, but still have something that is vibrant and has a good bass line and things like that. So yeah, that was more the process behind it. It was quite quick, to be honest, in terms of writing as well, and yeah, it flowed. It was natural. So
I mean, that's all you can kind of ask for from a studio session. You want to be in that position where it feels natural. It feels like the direction's almost guiding itself, I suppose.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a vibe I get off this one. Obviously, it's been out there for a short while now. How have you found the response to this one's been?
The response has been it's been interesting. It's been very much it's been there. It's been different because for me, I haven't really dropped a lot of reggae records, and when people were coming to me and saying they love this record, I'm just very much humbled, to be honest, because I haven't released a lot in the last 2 years or whatnot. So to get that good response from it has been great, and there's obviously more to come. But I'm just humbled by anything at the moment. Even being on this show with yourself, it's a great experience. So yeah, I've been humbled by it.
Honestly, bro, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on. I'm loving the morning energy as well. Like we were talking just before we went live this morning. You're an early riser regardless, aren't you?
Yeah, about 5 a.m. I'm up, man. I've got to be up at 5 a.m. and just get a good vibe, good energy from the morning. And yeah, that's really been it. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, and now I feel I'm at a place where I want to start releasing again properly and connecting with the people. So
definitely,
that's where I'm at.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to jump into this one in just a second, though. And obviously, this is a tune that's kind of grabbed my attention purely for kind of hearing that fusion, hearing just how new and refreshing it sounds.
Thank you.
With this as a tune, do you think this is the direction we're likely to hear a bit more of you in, or would you say this is almost like a one-off testing the water sort of scenario?
Definitely, it's not a one-off. There's more to come in this genre as well. We've got a few lined up, to be honest, in the reggae field. So I hope you guys are liking this and looking forward to hearing more. R&B obviously is something I'm doing as well, but I reckon reggae is something I'll be doing also, definitely.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm looking forward to jumping into this one in just a few seconds. We're going to get into it in 1 second. Before we do that, though, I want to make sure people are able to kind of follow what you're doing and are able to keep up, obviously, with your sound and your movement. So where are the best places online, would you say, for people to catch what you're doing?
The best place would actually be Instagram, which would be Abel Miller Official. Any releases I have, I'll go there first and I'll post. Next would be, I'd say, Facebook. Twitter, I'm not on a lot. I'm not great with it, I'll be honest. But I'm not the greatest. But if it's Instagram or Facebook, you can catch all the releases there at the minute.
Fantastic
until
stuff.
the website's up again.
Fantastic stuff. Well, we're going to jump into this one now then. It's just gone at 12 minutes past 9 here on Trickstar Radio. We are live on the line with Abel Miller. Keep it locked and don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to talk about future plans and what's on the way. We're live on the Big Bad Trickstar Radio in the building till 10. Keep it locked.
This is Breakfast with COVID, bringing you their morning flavours on Trickstar Radio.
Trickstar Radio.